All right. Can we hear me? I believe you can hear me. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever time it is you're joining us. I'm super excited to be having you join us again here today. Hello, CC. Good morning, good day. I hope you all are doing great. Hello, excellent. Thank you for always being a part of this live session. I appreciate everyone who's been joining us every day. It's a great moment again. I think we have a great discourse ahead of us and so much we want to really achieve. Super excited that we're really right here and we do have a great, um, you know, reason to reconnect for the final path of this week's live session. I'm going to be showing you where we are right now as regards the market, and I'm going to be showing you where the market is as at today. We took a trade yesterday. Yes, it was on the shorts, and interestingly, the market really was dropping. I'm going to be showing you the update soon. We're going to run down the whole market recap, and we're going to be drawing the conclusion as regards what we think the market is doing. We're also going to be looking at how far the market has, come for the week, and what again we are to really put into perspective. As a matter of fact, if there is or if there are some big news or good news we need to pay attention to, and if not, um again, what are the lessons we've learned and how we must ensure that proper measures are put in place to avoid, what do you call those, to avoid what is not meant to play out from playing out, that kind of thing. So I think this was the analysis we gave yesterday, expecting the market to retest that point. So we ran the trade from wherever it was we were taking it from. We expected this, right? I told the folk who was asking me a question yesterday, I was like, you know what? If I'm going to be like you, I'll tell you to prepare to take a shot on Bitcoin at 65,950 thereabouts. But guess what? Bitcoin really retraced only back to 65,900. And I think this is where we currently are now. I'm going to probably be going through all of those and talking about where the market is and what the market is doing in relation to our projections for the week. I mean, I think what really matters right now, just a minute. I don't know if you all can hear me very well. Okay. All that really matters right now is to ensure that every one of us, we are on the same page. We're hearing and understanding and reading the same writings on this wall of the market, right? You know, I think that's very much necessary. If at all, they'll be like, let me just confirm that. Because I think for me, this really matters at all. We'll be in some intentional progress. Yeah, I mean, I think that's very much important. Okay, so fine. I think my voice is very much clear on YouTube. Let me just confirm if everyone can hear me well and clear enough for those who are on HiChat. I have shared the link for want to ensure they're part of what chat. I'm also gonna try to drop this. You know, I'm still expecting the market to really come give some very interesting play out. I'm looking forward to when the market is gonna probably do something like that. But interestingly, the market just reacted the way it is. We give this forecast. I was thinking it's gonna probably come right there, but this way the market stops and that's dropped 1%. I think maybe that's not all there is to the markets. Liquidity gameplay. If you remember the analysis we had on Ethereum guys yesterday, I think y'all will know that we see sort of at this short running. I mean, we took this short somewhere around here, and I'm still thinking Ethereum. might still give a fair opportunity for a sale at 1,119. I'm still thinking of taking a short here at Ethereum. I'm not joking. I think that's going to probably happen for the last time before we can actually see the crazy sell off. I'm going to probably still waiting for that. So ask me what am I going to probably be doing today. I will tell you that for free. But again, while I'm going to probably be waiting for that to play out, I think I should, and in fact, I must let you guys know clearly what has happened in the course of this whole week. So beginning from Monday, I think, of course, Monday being where we give the weekly forecast, that was where we were sitting so much on the dollar index and we're analyzing what we think the market is going to probably be doing. I think one of the trades we took that didn't go as planned this week was, yeah, the ID's chart, ID's trade, ID, which is this coin or this asset, whatever it is you want me to call it. Okay, this ID USDT. I hope I get the charts right now quickly. I know this particular token had very interesting and funny charts, and I had to be looking for where I can get the best chart so far, and I'm not sure which interface we eventually used. Yeah, just a moment. I want to just probably pick out that trade. Okay, let me just check it right here. I knew we were like thinking and seeing space ID being, yeah. Just a moment. Okay, yeah, fine. This is it. I think this was the chart we actually drew. We expected ID to buy, but instead, see what ID did. And of course, we took that stop loss. It dropped 8%. Just imagine. We knew this is the point of invalidation. Once it breaks, that will be the next point of a sell. Now, see where the market indeed sold from. You could tell. Yeah. After this break of structure, this is the thing we should have targeted. Imagine going on a 20x short from that point. That's gonna be like so great. Anyway, so we were wrong here. I must actually state. Yeah, so everybody can be on the same page with hello Kiki. So we can be on the same page as regards what everyone is thinking. So this was the only trade I knew we actually literally took this week. And practically the market has been sort of back and forth, undulating, and I think we really might still see the market drop in real time. Because now it's clear this liquidity is the interest of the market. First, it's like 2-3% forward, 4% drop more. Yeah, and I think so. I think this is where the market, made us to make this switch. All right, guys. So that was it. This was the trade I knew we took that didn't go as planned. Every other trade we literally have taken this week really went as planned. And again, I'm going to probably be talking about what I think we really still talked about as regards our forecast for the week. The dollar index. I'm going to probably start off with that. What was it about the dollar index we forecasted? It's going to buy, right? And I think that's been the case right now as it stands. We're like, once it goes above here first, it was somewhere around here. We knew that's a buy, and then you see it broke and retested that point, and nicely it's going right above. So the dollar is gaining way more strength against, of course, the Bitcoin market entirely. I don't know. I mean, I think we didn't check for oil at the time with Monday. Yeah, I don't think we did check for oil. Just to confirm if everyone is hearing me seamlessly on every of our platforms. Oh, great. We hadn't confirmed for US oil at that time, but then we knew that there is a likelihood for us to see the markets selling because oil, I mean, what's the name? Bitcoin, because dollar was going to buy. Dollar is going to be buying, then many of these assets are going to probably be selling. You could tell not just what's it called, conventional cryptocurrencies or forex pairs. Stocks are also going to be selling. And I think that's where things are right now at the moment. And again, looking at that, I think we really have so much. Oh boy, this stock has dumped to 100%. I'm just really thinking to myself, if we had, okay, fine, that's like very great, but it's okay. so, so I mean, I think this is where we currently are right now. Dollar has gained strength as forecasted on the Monday's live session. We didn't make profit from ID trade, but we rightly called Ethereum and of course Bitcoin dump. We are currently waiting to see how the market is going to probably be closing, and also to see what actual profit we could take in the middle of all of these. And while we're looking at all of these, there are several news we've read, one of which is, you know, Michael Saylor hasn't bought or hasn't hadn't, sorry, bought any Bitcoin. He had not bought in on any Bitcoin, but the past 4 weeks has been a no buy Bitcoin moment for him, and 2 weeks of which was a selling spree. So we saw all of those in the course of the previous week, and now, interestingly enough, the market literally is dropping more and more. And personally, I must be honest, I really had thought, looking at how Ethereum, played out and what have we, that we might have a very interesting retracement after the sell-off. But that hasn't been the case, and currently this is where we are right now, guys. So what is going to be like our disposition? How do we want to go perhaps react and look at the market? I think there is really going to be like so much, and I think the market is really dropping big time, and we waiting for the perfect sell entry has made us to lose sight of this right now. I was waiting for this liquidity to be taken right here, and the market, I saw the market rising to 67,800, but I was like, no, I wouldn't have entered. I don't want us to enter that point. But of course, if I had known this how the market is going to probably play out, I would have entered this shorts, right? I knew I was given a call for 659 precisely for those of us who are here. But the fact remains that it's best to stick to your principles when it comes to trading, because the day that principle will be a lifesaver. Being forward, or being what's the word now? Just being impatient, as we sometimes look at it, might really not be the thing that would save the day. So I am being honest with us in saying this is like the time we all need to be very much careful with trading in this particular market. I'm very honest. So why am I not hearing anyone on HiChat? So guys, I mean, there is no point taking a buy or sell here. Simple. Anyone wants to take a sell is very risky. Why? Because you're going to be trading on a 1:1. Yeah, probably putting your stop loss there and all of that. But if you have the boldness, then it's on you. I'm not going to probably go chase what is not by trying to jump in on a short right now. Yeah, I'm not, because I think that's not going to probably be very much proper for me. So I'm seeing questions in the live room on HiChat. I'm seeing which cryptocurrencies are you paying attention to today? Which exchange do you use? Apparently, as of today, I'm using FameEX. So you better know this, everyone who's listening, right? So I'm using FameEX. I'm trading on FameEX. I think other questions will find the answers as we journey, along this live session. Do you want to take a sell or a buy? Why do you want to take a buy? Why do you want to take a sell? These are questions that only a person who is having such taking the market will want to really answer right now. Okay, let me give us the market news for the day. Boy, Ethereum is really dropping. Well, I think I would say I feel a bit good that we took this trade from here and we ran it down here, so somewhere around here. It tried 3%, but now it has retraced, and I was waiting for this next dump. But if that didn't pick me, if I just didn't get picked, then fine, we let it be. We let the sleeping dog sleep, right? There's no point trying to form what is not. Let's leave the chat for a moment, please, and let's come to look at what market news we have for today. All right, and maybe I'm just going to probably look out for some new coins to trade, if you wouldn't mind. Oh, okay, so let's look for some new coins and probably check. So because I sometimes look out for those coins because, yeah. So let's okay, let me look for this. So I'm thinking of some coin, BUSDT. So this is one of the coins I think I sometimes look into to just say, let me go play out on. We're doing analysis. We looked at the performance. So let me probably rate our performance. We had a 3% drawdown on the coin we called, or 5%. And we have a position running on, so we've closed the position, right, which was running at the time on Bitcoin. And currently we are at no position. So give or take, I think we can say we're on a good 20% profit for the week. Our performance, not excellent, but not bad either. So that's the current stance we currently have. I hope that answers the question. Yeah, I can see some people are also viewing our live stream on YouTube. I want to appreciate you all. Please do it to drop your greetings and what have you in the comment section. GM everyone. As everyone is settling into the market, I would love for you all to intentionally ask questions that are, yeah, going to be very much intentional, right? I think that's going to be very great in helping us to communicate more on what it is we want to do. Yeah. Okay, so fine. This is BUSDT, and of course, I'm also going to look at Pippin. There are several coins like that are, they've made great. So this particular Pippin coin, I don't know why. I found it. I don't even know how I found it, but I knew there was a time I found this coin out, and then it's kind of interesting. I guess it's a meme, one of these ridiculous memes, apparently. And yeah, now they're already at a very ridiculous low point, and boom. I'm just looking at for how we can actually take advantage of this market right now and find good trades to trade. Either ways, while we're looking for that, we don't want to be at the risk of losing our principal for paper. So one of these days, this coin might just really fly off the roof. Just know that for yourself. Once you look at the liquidity, pool right across your faces, you know that. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the chat, but let's come read the headlines for the week, for the day rather. What headline do we have for the markets? I think that's very important. Oh. Okay. All right. Ethereum validator exit queue. It's okay. Ethereum validator exit queue. It's 0 as 2.5 Ethereum awaits staking. Okay. And we also have Ethereum price rejects $1,000 as stake route test 1,850 support. Casper price not ready to recover. Top analyst reveals what must happen first. Albert, a lot. XRP could crash to $0.87 following Senate shock. AFX trade arc. Arbitrum Pop DX loses what? Arbitrum Pop DX loses $24 million. What is going on? Yesterday it was BitMEX. Today it's now on Arbitrum. I'm gonna probably check Arbitrum pricing and see, because this is one of the one of the tokens that brought some of us, into the 2024 bullish markets. Arbitrum is terribly, 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 terribly down. And this is one of the pioneer L2s that I know of as the OG L2. Let's read the news and see what's going on. AFX Trade Act. Okay, it was AFX that got Trade Act. Sad. Nearly a week after Ostium Oracle exploit its Arbitrum, another perpetual DEX on the same network was drained on 22nd of July. Yesterday, AFX Trade lost roughly 24.15 million USDC after an attacker compromised the validator signing keys behind a breach the protocol operates. The stolen funds were moved to Ethereum and swapped for around 12,467 Ethereum, nearly emptying the platform's total value locked. Once again, the weak point wasn't the smart contract code, it was the off-chain infrastructure sitting around it. And in this case, a breach that AFX ran itself rather than Arbitrum's native one. So what happened to AFX Trade? Security firm Blockade flagged the exploit at 9:30 p.m. UTC on 22nd of July. The attacker gained control of the validator signing keys for AFX's USDC custody bridge. The component that authorizes cross-chain withdrawals, right? That's what AFX's USD custody bridge is. With enough signatures to meet the bridge quorum, the malicious withdrawal looked entirely legitimate to the system, and that was how the funds, stolen funds, about $24.15 million. That's a lot of money anywhere, any country. And yeah, it's a very terrible act for AFX, and it's a very bad sign for the DeFi ecosystem. That's a fact. I mean, there is no one going to what's the word? There's no one going to so there's no one going to debate that, right? That's a word. So I think that's pretty important and interestingly necessary. Okay, so that has happened. BitMEX next month. What do you think all of this is saying in the whole market thing? Shiba burn slows despite millions of tokens leaving circulation, right? I'm gonna check probably that. Shiba Inu burns 59.7 million tokens in a week, but supply intact remains limited, right? Oof. Guys, BTC exchange closed this World Cup showdown with about 80,000 participants and 22% trading volume surge. Wow. Guys, this is very much interesting, I must say, so we all can actually be on the same page. Several news is going off and going over the roof in the course of the entire crypto market as it stands now. And I think with several market reactions, such as the sell-off, bro, Bitcoin is really dropping badly. Like, can you imagine that? So I think, let me look at it. Daily time frame. Bruh, I should have just opened these shorts from that point. But looking for the perfect entry is something ridiculous sometimes and painful when you think of it. Anyways, let's not regret that the fact we left the market. I'm also trying to look at it right now and to make sense out of what I'm saying. I'm looking at the chat back though. Anyways, that's what I'm trying to look at, right? If okay. Yeah, dun. Because I'm looking at it, right? If we go ahead to open a short right now, then the market goes up that like 6%, 7% downwards, is it likely for the market to drop? I'm looking at likelihood of it like 5%. In fact, way more than 5% is the likelihood for the market to drop. 10%. Okay, so let's look at New York session open. Let's see if we could take advantage of New York for this market. Take a new level of short. Because where the market is really dropping right now on Ethereum or Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is really going closer to 64 700, and boy. I really would have loved for us to. It's about the same point where we close the trade, but then let's just wait. Let's watch what's gonna probably happen, because anything could happen. All the same, while I go back to the news, you could actually tell that there are several things coming into the whole picture of the market right now, which is occasionally explanation of as to why there is a there's a sell-off. There's a sell-off, right? There is just so much of a sell-off, and I don't think we can no, we can't call it we can't say there is no sell-off right now in the market. So let's say I get you guys back to the home page here, and I show you what the fear and greed index looks like. It's on fear, and apparently everyone's already beginning to lose certainty on the bear anymore, because I think we already know that we are way many days into the bear market, and right now it's about time the bear market ends. But then this is the most tricky part of the old bearish cycle. Targeting when exactly the old bearish cycle ends. Bro, this is 2 p.m. West Africa time, which is like 7:30 p.m. Which is like I don't know, would you say 7 a.m. New York time? What time that is that? Or 8 a.m. New York time. So what do you think the market is gonna probably do? Ethereum drops or Bitcoin buys? All the same, I think I'm gonna probably wait for the New York session to actually see what to take advantage of, and I'm gonna be targeting at 3 p.m., which is like in the next 1 hour. I'm gonna probably take a trade, a real clear trade. I'm not joking right now. But then we are great index on 36, and what else again do we have? The total crypto market cap currently sits at this point. What else do I think? Hyperliquid really has dropped. Also, I'm gonna probably look at that. Why is Hyperliquid dropping? This is a asset I knew has been very much on the top of the major crypto exchanges, making very unusual market pricings. And I for one think I at some very clear point is okay. Let me look at this chart entirely. I'm doing this back though, just bear with me. Okay. Wow, hype is definitely primed for its interesting sell. Yeah, which explains why Bitcoin could likely drop out. So hype could drop to like some 25% to $40, and then from there it's gonna probably resume a continuation of its trend. So guys, this is not funny. Bitcoin is dropping, big time. Even if I had entered at 65K, that would have still been great, because right now it's dropped from that same point about 2%, right? And I think it's still gonna probably drop. I don't know what New York is gonna probably do by this in 30 minutes time. I don't think I'm expecting much. But anyways, let's just keep targeting and keep it alive without any rush, any sense of rush. So let's just wait. Whatever opportunity the market gives, you're going to capitalize on that right now. So I think that's it. But all the same, I think it's very much as clear as the that market is selling. I don't think anyone is going to probably want to debate that. Yeah. So back to what we were saying. I mean, Hyperliquid has really gone up from like $3, one of the most sustainable tokens ever, and I think it's really worth it. It's been one of the leading decentralized exchange that has not suffered any arc, right? It hasn't. Yeah. So, and I think that explains why it's from $3 now selling at 58, about a almost 20x, like literally. Of course, it went above that. Its current market cap is 14.73 billion, FDP on 55 billion. I think this is still this is serious. Yeah, it's kind of serious. kind of serious. Um, yeah, you're laughing, Sissy, but then that's just what I have to do. Just got to wait for the market, and if it doesn't come to pick me, au revoir, bye bye. It's something I'm going to probably do. Um, the profit you make in every market is what is yours. What you don't make is not yours, right? I think that's very much kind of important for me to say it, right? So, I mean, that's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. So whenever I'm talking about things like this, I'm saying this from the point of understanding of what I think the market is going to probably be doing right now. And I think that's fact. Yeah. So this is where we really need to be intentional about how we make things happen and how we don't make things happen when it comes to the market. So for me, take your eyes off it. Ethereum is really dropping 1869. This is kind of painful for me now, but then I think I want to just really wait and see what's gonna probably happen. I'm not gonna probably rush stuffs. Um yeah, I think so. I think it's kind of my way of saying, fine, let me see what the market is gonna probably be like and what the markets are gonna probably do. 64,400. Bitcoin is really dropping bad. I'm looking at this back though, guys. That's why I'm really here. So I think let me just read the news and stick with the news to you guys. And once I'm done with the news, I'm just gonna probably wait in New York. I'm gonna trade New York, I promise. But I know how to understand the market's dynamic. I mean, I really want us to understand the market's dynamic. Yeah, so I'm looking at the charts back there, but then I'm not so excited for the fact that this is where the market is, and this is where we currently are. So there's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna probably wait. Just nothing. So I mean, waiting is part of the game of trading. That's the truth. I think so. Maybe I should look at the liquidation heat map while I'm done reading the news. So let's read one of this news. We're done with BitMEX's news. All right. So Shiba Inu in other news, they burn about 60 million Shiba Inu token. And by the way, if you want to know what that is valued at, I'm going to be opening Shiba and check in the yeah. What's the value of that and why is it not reflecting? Why is that having no effects on the price? Wait, what Shiba Inu is this? The FDV of Shiba Inu is 2.4 billion. So we're told they burned about 60 million. 60, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What? That must be a joke. The 60 million tokens in a week supply. With Shiba. Registered a significant bonus, but I think it, bro. Even with the total 410 1, 2, 3 quadrillion, right? Because this is like a billion, this trillion, 410 quadrillion. Now, the point is, if this is true that they've burned 60 million tokens, I mean, I think that that is valued simply at according to what I just showed you guys, 60 million is like $247, which is why I'm thinking. Bro, this is what you're seeing right here. Shiba Inu community bond. They can say just 1 week. Reinforcing what commitment? How much is $47? This doesn't even make sense. Anyways, for me, this is a very ridiculous news. I'm going to probably close it and, of course, focus on something else, right? That's important. What is the evolving dynamics in Ethereum? Guys, I tell you, when you look at the market, you will just like, what's this? Like, the market really has made a nice dump. Imagine you're in like a good 10x. 20%, that's very great. Market has really dropped 1861. And I'm telling myself, I wish I hadn't closed the trade we closed. That's what will easily come to your mind, but please don't do that to yourself. Why? Yeah, because that's the intention of the market, and that's the expression that it wants you to, sort of have. But that's not the truth. It's not valid. Yeah, it could keep dropping, but then you know what? Just let the next session roll in, and stick to your principle. Don't be quick to condemn yourself. Be just pop. So Tokyo session retraces the move. London continues to sell. Anyways, just wait. I think I'm just gonna probably tell myself that I'm gonna wait till I see when the market sort of opens up, and then New York session comes in play. So New York session is what we're gonna be capitalizing on. Like the reason why we do this live stream, we really capitalize on New York sessions, and I think that is very, very important as the most active session. What do we have about the evolving dynamics in Ethereum? Need key market movements. So we have this. Ethereum is currently navigating a challenging market as it faces downward pressures while holding above a critical price point. What are the technical indicators saying? The value of Ethereum has dipped slightly to a stand of 1891, currently 1861. How is investor sentiment shaping the market? The derivatives market for Ethereum is displaying a varied landscape even after a recent downturn. Open interest has been slight. Guys, whatever that is. I think for me, I'm sorry. So for me, I think let's just say these are the summary of the insight around Ethereum. The current price is 1861. It's been down almost 2-3%. Trading activity is robust indeed, with daily volume increased. What about 19.3 billion? Open interest has experienced a 1.5% decline, and the total trading volume surged by about 8%. So, the OI, the open interest weighted funding rate, remains near zero. So, Ethereum's immediate direction hinges significantly on its ability to hold current support levels. But those support levels are already being currently broken, right? I think it's, for me, a reason to really look well and draw our conclusions. So what is going to be like the future for Ethereum? What is Ethereum probably going to be doing right now? Is it possible Ethereum retraces from 1862 up all the way till 1900? Is it possible Ethereum just keeps going downwards? I think either way, one of these two is going to probably happen. So I wait for the daily candle closure and then look into tomorrow to take a new charts. But then if it doesn't, it's just best to stay safe. That's practical and that's a fact. Okay, so let's take a short break from the old markets right now, and we're gonna come back to the news. We're gonna come back there, but again, I think either you're looking at Shiba or the evolving, dynamics in Ethereum, price action amid key market movement. Your conclusion will just be that most people are very much uncertain and afraid. More is why I'm gonna be saying this is the time for you to start buying back. Buy these coins. This is the time. This is the time to trade and of course buy some of these assets. Okay. I think I've not found some very important news that's really appeal my interest. Maybe just this one. I'm gonna come back to this. So let's just look at the liquidation heat map. So what do we have here? On 24 hours liquidation heat map, this is what we have. The market currently is sitting and standing at this point about 64,300. That's where it is right now. And it's like Bitcoin is coming for all these liquidities, resting at 64,000, 64,200, and all of that. There are still liquidations resting above here, but then these ones are way more yellow because the market is definitely closer on them. So look at it on a 24 hours time frame. Look at it from a 1 week's time frame. You'd get to see that the market indeed, I don't want to log in. Okay, while it's not allowing me to, okay, maybe I should try logging in. across all this market, you can see that there are more longs than shorts. That's the truth. Which is why sometimes the indicators tells a more interesting story. There are more longs than shorts, and the market is shorting. Then could it be that when we have more shorts than long, we should actually take a long position? Just think about that. Actually, just think about that. So, anyways, this is it. For the past 1 hour, there's been $22 million wrecked for the market. 21 million longs were wrecked. 1 million short were wrecked. Right. So the ratio of the wreck for the long seemed more than the shorts. What do you guys think about that right now? I would love to know what you all think. I'm probably taking a short pick right back. I think it's. Then let me know what you all are thinking about this market right now. Okay, let's open Bitcoin. All right, I want to just open Bitcoin. Okay. Weighted funding rate. Open interest. That's what you have right there. The volume that's been entering Bitcoin, apparently, as you guys could see. Okay. Okay. The volume entering Bitcoin as at today, $5 billion entered the market. Okay, this is 45 billion. A great one regarding volume. Okay. All the same, I think what I am looking at right now regarding this market is interesting. Interesting. Now, what I was going to probably show you guys, I've not yet seen. Okay, to yes, open that. Sorry. The open interest on Bitcoin sits at 0.47 cent, 0.47 cent percent, right? And we have more longs interest in the way the market is still shorting. It's going to tell you that you should probably stay safe. We're going to probably having a very great interaction. Yeah. Which deserves my attention today, Kiki. I'm going to tell you both deserves my attention. Both, bro. I want to short this market. Yeah, I want us to look at. So, like, I'm looking forward to taking a short position from 1919 on Ethereum, right? That's my. I'm still expecting that like a crazy buy to happen. Then 1921 that happens and then the market dumps. That's what I want. So I'm gonna probably come back and talk much on that. But then I mean I think this is a fact. So for this week, we've really been sitting on Ethereum and Bitcoin because I think those are the most stable of all these coins in this past few weeks, right? So I think that's fact. Let me know what y'all are thinking. I'm gonna probably be right back. Looking at the open interest and of course the market dynamics of all of these assets. What do you all think? So let me know what y'all are thinking in this market section so we can. Yeah, let's see things together. I'm gonna be right back right now, guys. Yeah, kind of important, I think. Okay, fine. So now, Marquisilo, all of these guys on X, what are they even saying? The US. So the US ongoing war, what do we get to say and see from there? Arakchi, the Minister of Islamic Republic of Iran. What's going on with the US war? Seizing another nation's asset to pay for unrelated future claims is an incendiary precedent. Those who celebrate a profit from such funds should remember once government normalizes confiscation, no one's assets are safe, and ensuing chaos will not be pretty or peaceful. Anyways, I think there's still an ongoing tension between the US, and that's why this use of words are making the rounds. So, guys, what do you all think about this? I think I'm going to right back talk about that. And for the Bitcoin narrative on X today, not just here in West Africa, all over the world, Peter Skiffs says something like, just like everything related to Bitcoin, the title of this video is very misleading. Okay? Just like everyone related to Bitcoin. This is a final leg down. I mean, that's what people are saying right now. Look at this fork. He made a post. What's the post like? Look at that. Now we're currently here. We just need a little bit more push. Then we're gonna make some very crazy push. I've told you guys how many days we've had into the bull market, into the bear market, and what have we. So, but just to let you know, we have a very few more days. A final more days. So, I think that's pretty much the thing, which I think is still what it is. 365 days down, that number is up. Anyways, I wish I'd kept 1700 BTC at 0.006 instead of selling them at 0.3. Now they are $8. This is 2011. Can you imagine what the 1700 Bitcoin is worth? Anyways, that's not of our interest right now. I wanted to check if we have some very great news. BlackRock just liquidating all crypto ahead of Trump's emergency announcement today. Wow, really? So Trump to make an emergency announcement today at 8:55 p.m. Eastern time. So just to give you guys quick heads up about what time that is, we're gonna probably take it. I told you guys, and Trump's gonna probably make a speech at 8:55. Yeah, I think that's gonna be like, bro, you already made him. It's already a mid news, right? At 2:55 a.m. West Africa time. Why then did BlackRock went ahead to sell off their bitcoins? They just dumped to. Well, is this a correct news? So, guys. What did this guy say? Let's see what it says. There's a flash coming in. Indeed, Bitcoin's gonna probably nuke. But then I think there's gonna be like that final manipulation, which I'm waiting for. So let's hear what this so this statement this statement is like on. Okay. Fine. All right. So apparently, I don't think there's anything said here. So I don't even understand why that was necessary in the first place. Right. Since there was literally nothing said. Okay. Okay. Everyone is really wanting to know what the Bitcoin's really going to be like about. But then apparently, I think clear enough, clear enough, clear enough, clear enough. There is still so much that can actually happen in the market right now. Imagine those two charts, right? Yeah. Going to be right back. I'm talking to you soon. What do you think about all of these liquidations and where we are headed right now? I would love to know what you think. All right. And again, I think the market is going to probably push it or a little bit, like 1,900 before actually have a final drop down. Gonna be right back. Stay safe, keep winning. Don't forget to stay with us right here on this screen and don't leave. Right? I think it really matters. I think it really matters. Thank you. Gonna be right back. Yeah. All right, back and better. Breaks are important, so the communication remains seamless, and of course, mobility is part of sustainability. You know what I'm saying? Right now, New York session has open, right? And I'm thinking, okay, fine. So what are we gonna probably be doing? What are we gonna probably be doing right now? What are we gonna probably be doing? I mean, just to be thinking. So I'm actually suspicious of the New York session. Bro! Did you check the price of Bitcoin? New York session rather drove it down more. Right? Anyone taking a buy right now is just being unwise. Like, I'm not joking. Because even if this thing rises back up, which I don't think it's gonna probably do. Bro. Bitcoin is just knocking down. I think that's... I'm looking at the trade back end. I'm gonna probably show you also the trade from my end so you guys could look at stuff. I don't know what's really going on, right, bro? Something is really happening, oh man. Profit taking is profit taking, oh. What? Oh, fine. What do you guys think? I was actually thinking the market's going to probably buy a little bit and then sell, but then you don't have an autonomy about the market. Now, this is something... Okay, let me bring you guys a trading view so you see what I'm actually showing you. I'm telling myself this, and I'm saying this so everyone can hear me. Why? Because sometimes you just think to yourself, hey, fine. I know what I think the market is going to probably do. I already have my plans, but then the market does not care, does not give it, like, it does not give a concern to what you're thinking about is, right? I'm not even joking. So I think it's kind of very, very important for me to sort of say, right? And it's okay for me to just face the reality. By the way, if you're watching us on YouTube, I must say to you, there's a 388 USD bonus for you if you use the FameEX's link. But again, if you use our link, you're going to be probably welcome to a very massive webpage of FameEX. I'm going to probably try sharing the link right away just a moment because I think that's very, very important before we get going into the most interesting part of our discussions, right? Because I think this boys. What? This is one of the... This is... I'm not crashing out. Guys, Trump literally seemed to be very much intentional about this war, and holding the stock right now is very one of the messy things to do. It's going to be speaking at 9 p.m. Okay, I think the time is 8:55 p.m. It's 2:55 p.m. All right. Okay. That's okay. So Trump is going to be speaking at 9 p.m. Eastern time today. 9 p.m. Eastern time today. 9 p.m. Eastern time on the 24th of is what? Let me check again so we can see. 8:55 p.m. Eastern time is around 5 a.m. 25th of July. So by a couple of hours time, Trump is going to probably be speaking. But again, I must just say that it's very much a... Anyways, let's just say we don't know what we're saying, which I think we do. But then I think something's going to probably happen with this market now. Let me use a paper account to take a buy because I just hope this simulation is going to probably be real. Let's take a 10. Oh, that's too much. Let's take a 5. Buy on Bitcoin. Why are you taking a buy? speculating on the sessional outlook on the markets right now. That could be very, very wrong. Apparently, as you guys could see, the market is not smiling in that regard. I think this market really wants to sell big time. It really wants to. Of course, we believe in the sell, but then I was really thinking we would have an avenue to re-enter this market trade. But interestingly, the market's already decided. I was saying something very important. If you use the link which you see around this video, you're going to be welcome to the massive homepage of the FameEX exchange. There's a particular link that gives you 388 USD. I'm going to probably drop the link right, because I don't want you all to miss out of anything that is being instructed of you to do, so you don't miss out on anything that is necessary. So any users register with that link, yeah, correct. So I think this is the thing. If you're watching, I think it just I'm getting aligned on the information now. If you're watching right now, and for whatever reason you use the link, which I think is important for you to use anyways, the thing you have to do is to get in our Telegram group, and the Telegram group is Web3 Chase on Telegram. Drop your UID and get your allocation of 388 US dollars trial bonus to use for trading. I think it's important you also do that. And so I don't know what you're waiting for. 388 USD trial bonus is quite sizable for you to make a good profitable decision and a profitable trade. And so I would love to really engage members of our community with that bonus, so no one misses out on this. Again, you don't need to mention you're welcome. It's all courtesy of FameEX, right? That's okay. Look at that. 64,181. Market just keeps dropping. Just imagine we had entered this short from here. This is one of the bane of sticking to your rule, right? We had called for this short. If you know what I'm talking about, from here, we're holding this short from there. We ran the short up until this point, I think somewhere around here. Because of our true reward to risk ratio, we had left. And so we saw the market retracing. We felt, okay, fine, this market is going to probably retrace, and we would be taking a new sell from here. So we set our sell order at 65,800. We're waiting. Patient dog, it's the fattest bone. Isn't that what the rule says? But look at what happens. The market just trades close to this, psychology level. It didn't even go above that liquidity trap, which I was expecting it's going to probably do, and trade into this fair value gap, which was our perfect point. But instead, the market just tapped in right there around that fair value gap. I mean, that liquidity zone, and then it has dropped, right? And it's in fact dropped quicker and faster than this other one did, right? In fact, so just imagine, and I was telling myself it's going to probably still get back up there. Just imagine I eventually entered it. That would have been good. My 10x will have given me a good 10-15% return on principal. But again, the place of you sticking to your rule gives you much more disciplined mindset, one that is not, easily enchanted by the inconsistencies of the market irregularities. So your rules will be your best buddy when it comes to trading in the financial market, any day, anytime. So, and by the way, just to be clear, it's very much possible that we still see the market find a way to do its own shenanigan and find its way back here like that. So don't let anything make you feel you had missed out of anything. Hey, don't. I mean, I was telling my best friend that today. She was like, you know what, why don't you just try to let's enter this trade? I said, no, let anything the market does make you feel like you're left out. And I think that was the end that was asking the question yesterday, and I was like, streamer, what do you think we should do? Should we enter the market right now, or should we just, what do you think? And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you, don't enter this market right now, because building your mindset takes a longer time. Getting the profits could happen in a very short time. But the truth is, a long-term built mindset will always survive every times and every moment of the market irregularity. So yes, I'm going to tell you again, don't feel left out that the market has really jumped down. You're like, oh yes, I knew it, I thought as much. Forget it. That's the mind. That's the market playing mind games with people. I've been in this. I've been in this, whole thing for a while now, and I think I could say a little bit about the fact that the market is playing mind games with a lot of person, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. So if you're gonna be asking me, um, I can risk taking a long from here. I can risk it. I can. I think it's definitely gonna be happening. It's kind of funny, but then it's just best to just stay out of it. Don't even do anything. Just watch the market play out. Let it play out in real time. Don't buy and sell at the same time, right? But then I mean I thought of so much she's gonna probably buy, right? In minutes I'm gonna buy back. Just let me pick my other phone. I think this market is gonna probably buy. I mean I think so big time. I really think so. Just a minute. Just done. Yeah, so what I've just gone to do was me going to risk a $3 stop loss. I hope that's very smart to place a long on Bitcoin right now. Kind of just to see how this thing is going to probably play out eventually, because I think whatever it is the market is doing right now could just be its playing mind game. And again, it's not a financial advice. 65K, I think, is going to probably happen soon. I just think so. I think watch this market run from here to this 65K is going to probably be the interesting thing that everyone is not going to probably be expecting. But then I think it just might happen. But it's not a financial advice because you know how this market thing, sort of works. So nobody is going to probably say, he knows. I mean, this is a speculation, but then that's based off what I suspect the market is going to probably do. So now Trump's going to speak at about 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. UTC. I think my thoughts. The talk's going to probably be about the markets. Like the talk's going to probably affect the market, which is Trump speaking of how they're going to probably go in an attack on the Iranian government. My thought, and probably going to send the market way more down. So the market needs to, my thought, also prepare around a nuke for it to really indeed sell. But fine, I think we're wrong. The market really is bloody. I think this market's still going to probably sell. What have I done? Okay, should we still wait? But then I'm just thinking about this fact, actually. Let me look at Ethereum. Anyway, scalping is what we're doing, so just don't um Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think it's probably still whatever it is he wants to do, it's on the market. Hmm. Whoa. This is interesting, I must tell you. All right. There you have it with the market shenanigan really in full play. Right. So I don't know what else to say. I'm probably gonna be wrapping this session off right soon. But again, I don't know if there are questions from in the comment section right now. But then the thing is, I think my thought, which I think I'm still sort of holding onto, is there's a possibility for us to see the market really rising to $65,850 before eventually dropping. That could be about the same time when Trump's going to probably speak. It's either tomorrow or some other times. But then the limit orders you set at this point is a perfect one. The market's going to probably at some point in no distant future come back to pick them. I think that's all I'm just going to probably be saying for now. We have a whole lot of volatility at stake that's going to probably be playing out this weekend. And I think it's just about time for everyone to really, really stay safe in interactions with the markets. Yeah, I think that's it. Really, really, that's it. So 1 hour candle right now tells of a bearish market scenario. So maybe the next hour, bro, this is a serious selling market scenario. Serious one. Serious one. All right. I think this market is a nook. It's a sell-off. I book this. Actually, it's a paper money. It's matters as much as it doesn't, in my opinion. But then I think something is really playing on in the pipeline. Just like some stocks are also dropping, Bitcoin is really also really, really dropping. Reacting seriously to the whole market thing right now. And of course, if you go check every other exchanges, you'd see that there's a lot of selling happening. But then what you would see is a skewed reality of longs being in much more position, of course, better position. So, what do y'all think? So what do y'all think about this? I want to know what y'all are thinking also along with me. Are we also going to be having a long in quadrants, or we're just having a bearish market in disguise? Now, when I'm talking about the fact that we're going to be selling, now, I don't know if you guys are saying this. Even though myself, I'm not looking for ways to say, yes, we're having a, bro, your boy, let's just close this. Even though myself, I was looking for a way of saying, we still have a kind of bullish opportunity in this market. Yes, I think we still do. But really, in the broader scheme of things, I think this market still has way more selling pressures. And right now, the best is just to wait for a good retracement to follow the trend. Like I would always say, what's my monthly target for BTC? I think you asked this question yesterday. I'm going to probably tell you. Monthly target should, in case the market comes to the optimal point of my buy entry, I'm looking at a buy at $52,000, $51,000. So Bitcoin is really cracking down 63K now, guys. What is happening? A whole lot of sell-off is happening right now. And again, if you go check XTI, right, I'm just trying to do market, bro. I don't know. So my kind of trading analysis kind of a thing for me is simple. Is look at the market and take a position right now. That's my way of going about these things, right? Right. That's my way of going about these things. So I've looked at the market and I knew the market is probably selling. So I wish I had held on to my trade all along yesterday till now, but I took the profit there. Then the market retraced. Then this is what has happened. A quick note, and I'm asking, where is the market news? Now we are below 64K, right, on Bitcoin, and of course, apparently on Ethereum, you can tell the drop is really happening way more. Anyways, if you're buying assets like altcoins, like I did mention, this is a good time to still keep holding on to your bags, but really be prepared. Because I think there's going to be like a new level of low made this time around. If this is going to be like the ultimate shot, then Ethereum is going to probably drop to 1.4, and that'll be it. And then we'll begin or resume a maximum push. It's not going to be forever, but then I think this is the fact. This is the truth of the fact we're facing. Right? It is what it is, and that's a fact. I mean, this is the truth right now. I'm not even trying to hide anything for you guys. I can't imagine that these stocks are really going to be dropping this hard. This whole stock has really terribly dropped. Right, and that's a fact. I mean, I was thinking we still have a very great day. The Trump market scenario thing has a way of really making you feel like you know what you're doing in the afternoon, but then the night comes, suddenly you just realize you just don't know what you're doing. So Ethereum today now on Friday market closing has dropped as a stands now over 3% from 1,900 and about $9 to 1,850, losing close to $59 right now. So what? Guys, I'm just gonna tell y'all that don't be overly bold or don't be overly convinced. Our analysis on Ethereum is simply not as you guys could see. You know about this analysis, right? We're looking for another opportunity for entry. That's what we're trying to do. So we're still waiting for that if it comes. But then I already said this. You could check our live stream on Thursday yesterday that we said that Ethereum is coming right here. So it's coming right here, 1649. And if this point does not, which I don't think it will, then it's gonna come for the low at 1491, which apparently is gonna probably stop around 1380. And then we'll resume the final bull run. So, anyways, we just have days away. So we're days away, and that's the analysis we're given right now. Just know this for a fact that if Ethereum gets to ultimately drop to the very peak point of its bearish exhaustive level, I am saying it to your faces, right? That we just have how many days left? We have, yeah, something like that. About 10 days left, between 10 and 11 days. So just look at this and know that this is all there is about it. I'm telling you for fact. I don't know how that's going to probably be in the next 12 days, the next 2 weeks. So how many days time is 12 days? Let's do the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Around August the 8th, know for a fact that between August the 5th and August the 8th, we'll probably be done with the whole story of the bear market, and we're gonna probably resume a new bullish job. By the way, people will be super scared. So the BitMEX story, let's check what date it is that they're winding down operation again. I'm probably gonna be checking that story for the last time, just to reconcile that particular part of the whole tile in this whole account of forecasts that we're doing. And it's important because you'd see how every piece has a part it plays in this whole thing. So they're winding on Operation 26. So between August the 5th and August 26th, know for sure that that's the best of time to ensure you're fully back into crypto strategically. All right, I think that's the truth I'm going to probably be handing out for free to everyone really watching. And I don't know if there's some updated thing I really have to really put into the pipeline right now. That's the truth. So don't be overly confused about the price that you lose sight of the future or the lose sight of what it is market's probably going to be doing right now. I think that's it. So I'm looking at something. Ethereum taking this liquidity. So yeah, I'm thinking of looking at Ethereum taking this liquidity and of course buying at this point in time. 1841, but then it's not a financial. This is a very interesting scalp, not a financial advice, anyways, guys. Not, it's not. So just know for sure that I'm just trying to see what the market's gonna probably be playing around with. So there are liquidities resting here. I think Ethereum will come for this liquidity before it stops. So yeah, for free. Not a financial advice, again, like I said. Okay. Market is not quiet. Market is loud. The bears are the louder ones in this market right now. So you might think the market is quiet, but really, people are really still making some great noise there. Bears are making the noise, right? They're already saying, yes, we've got it. Just like when the market is going upwards, you wouldn't say it's quiet. You can tell that it's making the noise the bulls really wants it to make, as a fact. Um, so I mean, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's very, very important for me to sort of let you all know for a fact what is right before us. Great. So will this market, sort of come a little bit here before buying up? I don't know, but then I'm suspecting that this liquidity is already taken, as you guys could see. I hope you know what liquidities are, like the levels or the low below a. All right. So I mean, liquidity essentially are the lows below. Yeah, this is it. That is taken, and so I'm suspecting this one to be also taken. If this one gets taken shortly, fine. Then we go. We probably, you know, see the possibility of a likely push upwards. Again, these are all not financial advices. Not financial advices. So I mean, just states. Just to state, because I think this is important. What's just happening right now? Just a minute, guys. Um, coming. Very ridiculous. I mean, something just happened right now, and I think it's very ridiculous anyway. So yeah. So this is not the point for the markets long. Yeah, that's not the point. For Ethereum, I'm thinking the point should be somewhere around here, or 839. 350, 65, 835. Hmm. Apologies, I'm trying to position for this particular market's move. I think you just want to watch how the market's going to probably react around that point. Um, Yep. The principle of knowing what exactly it is you want to do in this market and being disciplined around that is very, very important. If not, we only make a joke ourselves and claim we are making something work. Because that would definitely imply we're making nothing work in this market. Matter of fact, just the same way, fine. Look at Bitcoin. It's trading into this key level. I'm not beginning to, I don't think I want to buy into the idea that it's going to probably come all the way back up here. I don't think so. So I'm just treating it the way it is. I'm choosing to stick to that narrative right now. Yeah. Let me see if I've got some chat. I'm just looking at Ethereum and, of course, Bitcoin. Let me look at Solana if we can actually find some good trade there. So clearly, this market is still selling. I don't think trying to take a buy here is going to be smart. Leave the market to play its course. There's no trade again today. I think that's all. I'm going to tell you for free, guys. I'm not taking any trade in this market right away. No. No. The old market thing is currently eyeing a very interesting external range liquidity. So for Solana, this is it. I don't think Solana will want to wait until it actually has taken this liquidity. So explaining why I don't think going to take a buy right now in any way, in any sense, is smart. So in other words, I think I'm going to probably wait to see Solana come 1.85% drop down here before it retraces that next point, for which I would think of taking a sell in furtherance to keeping the rule, make the trend your friend till the end, because apparently, as you all could see, that's a trend line that Solana seems to be respecting. It's a bearish trend line. Yeah, I'm just worried that by the time I wake up, vision will be gone. It's begun to fall. So yeah, it's likely to be continuous selling. That's the truth, including for Bitcoin. So do I have more of Bitcoin? Ethereum? I think I literally average the same money into both. That's the truth. 50% on Bitcoin, 50% on Ethereum, right? Yeah, it's kind of great if you can actually lean on Ethereum. I mean, everyone has right to their reasons, but then I for one think keeping equal money or equal valuation in both, yeah, kind of make me still a bit more of a medium risk taker. Having much more on Bitcoin means I'm low risk taker, because Bitcoin does not drop as much as Ethereum. But again, Ethereum pumps more than Bitcoin, while Ethereum really drops way more than Bitcoin. So yeah, you're right. CISP, Ethereum is more volatile if you're thinking of making more money. So BNB has always been the quiet part of the old market that tells the bigger story. What is the bigger story BNB is telling? That the market is definitely going to be selling. I mean, I did show you this chart yesterday, guys, if you remember. And I think I'm going to probably be looking out for some important market news or some other kind of market news, like kind of. So I was like, Ethereum, I mean, BNB is definitely giving the clear story. It's coming for this, it's coming for this, it's coming for that. And so BNB for the last time will be under $500. For the last time. I mean, for the last time, to the best of my knowledge. So we've had this analysis, and I think that's the point for which we still think it's going to probably be playing out. So if BNB, I mean, if Ethereum retraces this point, which I think it could, then we're going to put all our trade on Ethereum today. Not a financial advice. It's very risky, but that's what I'm going to be doing. is 80% of it. Yeah, that's a very good rule, Serafina. No matter what happens, don't overtrade. All right. This is very, very underrated. I think we've had enough looking at the charts right now. Do you mind we coming right back again? I think the market is probably going to be staying. Yeah. Yep. Um, I'm just trying to. By the way, do you guys know this coin EGLD? Bro, I wish I had actually long this coin, but I'm not going to probably do it now. So I'm going to probably be doing that. I'm probably going to be doing like a 3x, and that's going to be like Ethereum. I think it's actually a little bit, but I may be wrong, which I'm trying to very, very much. Oh, why is it that when you open a little position, everything that you have as your why? I only had a little position opened right now, and that's really used all my funds to go serious. This is serious. I don't want to do this, but then maybe I should just much more. I wanted to. Let's see. I want to see how this market is going to probably play out with a long position held on Ethereum from the current market price where it is at 186 to be held until maybe here. Yeah, let's see how that plays out. While that plays out, I want to bro. I really think Ethereum actually dropped a little bit at this point, which is what I'm thinking. I think that's gonna 184. A better point actually. You're gonna probably quietly walk out of the trade and then find a better point to enter it. I think even if the market is gonna probably rise up, it should take out some liquidity. This is what I'm thinking. Fine. Yeah, I don't think we can satisfy the condition for a retreat. You know what? Let's just wait for this whole move to play out. Play out or not, that's none of my business right now. Trying to find a entry is not a must. God, trading is not something you want to just use as your primary source of livelihood because you just make so many irrational decisions, and that's the sad reality of trading. I'll be honest with you. Okay, fine. Let's what was I gonna to what was I gonna show you? Okay. Okay. Let's see if we got some very important news right here for us to think of. So what? Just gonna tell you guys, this week and might be a bloody liquidity manhunt. I'm just gonna say please stay safe. In fact, as much as possible, avoid any trade right now. Avoid any trade. Um, right. I mean, this is not the week for that, really. So I don't think so. Let's just come face the fact. Um Again, let me check with this particular news hub, Watch Our Guru, if there are some important things that we've perhaps not connected with as regards the market news. So, VIA CEO Zhesheng Huang officially joins X and makes his first post. AI will transform every industry, power every company, and be built by every country. Okay, but nothing is I really want us to look into. Just in very recent signs, a $1 billion deal with Google for data center infrastructure fine. Kramer says there are many reasons to sell right now. Guys, I'm not joking. The odds are just so real that a bearish market is imploding. It's not yet over right now. That's what apparently made a interesting round. Any reasons to sell right now? Trump says all damages done to ships will be paid for by Iranian money that the US has in its possession. Bro, guys, Brent crude oil surges 5% to $100 after Trump threatens massive attack on Iran. Okay, let me show you the news I'm actually reading so you guys can be on the same page. I think enough of looking of stalking the charts to you guys' face. So I think that's it. So what do you think of this? I read this the other time, which is the laughing Jim Cramer's picture and him saying many reasons to say right now. I guess you know, like a sinister laugh. You know. This is not these times are very much interesting. I must tell you, crypto is getting more interesting right now. There are several participants. A lot of cryptocurrencies have I don't know what exponential I would actually call that. It has really gone in its billions. Yeah, this is your opportunity actually to seize the FameEX's opportunity, right? There's several opportunities in crypto, and FameEX is really offering that. Now, you really have a current bonus worth probably $400 waiting for everyone who uses the referral link around this video. And I either my direct referral link or the customer based referral link. I'm going to drop the customer based referral link on YouTube right now. I'm also going to be dropping that also on my community right now. Anyone you get to use, you get the yeah, you get the. I'm going to try and share this on YouTube right away, so everyone can actually see that for themselves, and of course, not miss out on what we are trying to show them, right? guys. It's not. I mean, it's wild. And right now, the best you could do is just to be in a community like this where you have premium alpha being shared every now and then, and you are just essentially getting ahead of the curve by being a part of what we are doing right here in real time. So I think that's the least anybody can actually sorry do. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Ethereum dropped 1851. Bitcoin dropped. Solana. So look at Solana. I'm gonna probably come back to Solana right now, which was at that time. Solana was at $74.22. Now it's on 73.41. Like as mentioned, it's literally must take out the liquidity. It is literally about manhunt, hunting the liquidity. Right? So I'm just telling you guys that see. So I mean I think uh just thinking about this weekly. No. This is it. Let's read more news from Watcher Guru, then we call it a wrap for the weekly recap. Bro, Ethereum is on 1851. Ash. Dish. The sell is still really on. I think next buy point will be 1831. But 391. Anyways, let's just wait for our limit sell. The next buy for Ethereum is likely going to be at 1839. And the next sell is going to probably at 1919. I'm still waiting for that. So, I mean, I think that's pretty it. You're going to be asking me. I think that is it. Like it or not, but then that's what I think is a fact right now. Stay safe. Let's get on with the news right now. Bruh. So Trump says US is leading China and other countries by lots in AI and crypto. Quote: "Want to stay in front in crypto." So what other news do we get? Brent crude oil surged up 5%. What else again? Elon Musk's X posts IPO low eating 115. I knew that's really terribly overpriced, and I think we should be expecting to buy that asset maybe at about $70 if you really want to buy. Somewhere around $50-70 is a good point to buy SpaceX. Anyways, whoa, Google discloses holding $94 billion worth of SpaceX stock. Really? That's serious. All right, everything about the Clarity Act, Goldman Sachs CEO says it's time to pass the Clarity Act, and then what's going to probably happen? Sometimes I just sort of find it intriguing how the US makes everything about cryptocurrency about itself somehow. I may be wrong, what do I know? But then I'm thinking of my thoughts and I'm saying them out loud here so y'all can understand that there's really so much strings put around cryptocurrencies that goes beyond what the common eyes or the normal eyes can see. All the same, I'm saying this is the only bull run you're going to probably have. Like it or not, but then that's a fact. So Tesla reveals none of its $825 million Bitcoin was sold in Q2 26. Good for them. US House officially passes bill to ban Congress from insider trading. So these are the news we already have about the market, and for the past 24 hours, there's been several things. The chance. I mean, people are betting on the chance of the Clarity Act signed until 2026. Why are you needing to bet that it's gonna be done? Also, of the Crypto Clarity Act passing crashed at 9% after Senate Republican releases new bill draft. I think if I have money to waste, I may just go place my fund right there and say I know it's gonna probably pass 2026. I don't know what to tell me that, and I think that's clear. But then again, I don't think betting is a good. I'm sorry, but then that's my thoughts. You don't need to believe me. That's my thing also right now. So what's okay, guys? Where are we? And what do we think about this market right now? Long story short, Ethereum's at 1853. It's probably going to be touching out at 1840. You don't know when that's going to probably be. I think okay, so I'm gonna probably set a limit order on FameEX right now. Doing that's right, taking a buy on FameEX. Doing that on my phone. Why I'm doing that is what you can also that I sort of still believe that market is still gonna buy. Not for the longest time so far, but then I think it's gonna probably be. So my entry is 1.8. Right, I think I'm just gonna probably go 1.8 to 1 point. Let's see. Right. Okay. So we've set this limit order right now, and it's currently running. I hope you guys could see that. Let me see. FameEX. So I don't know if you guys could see this yourself. Yeah, it's currently opened and it's running. I hope that's clear. So why we had to open that trade position is because we think it's kind of about time for us to position for ourselves for what Bitcoin could probably do. Now, because that trade was set on Fame, you guys could see. I think it it's necessary for us to trade. Don't put all of your funds in futures trading. You heard me, please don't do it. Don't. For whatever reason, what how sweet I talk and what how great any analyst could talk, just ensure that you're staying safe and very much well ahead of the curve, because after all, that's what matters. And yeah, just to let you know, guys know what things are like, and of course, so you guys could be well more positioned on what the market is up to. So right now, I think that's it. Maybe I should actually stop streaming on my I think I'm gonna probably stop streaming on my vertical. I think I should actually commit to streaming on my horizontal. I think that's very much important for me. What do you guys think? I think I should just focus more on streaming on my horizontal. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that. So that's pretty much it. And regarding the Ethereum buy, so I think for me, we just have to keep sitting on our hands while we wait for the market to either come into our point of entry, point of interest, POI, around that same order block, for the Ethereum trade. Let me bring you guys back home so you could see that we've had enough of the news. So I think I just have to wrap things up for the week and also tell you what I think is going to probably be taking place for the following week right now. So that's our current take. Let me show you that on the Ethereum chat so everybody can be on the same page and know for themselves what it is that we need to pay our attention to right now. I think this is it. So on a 1 hour chat, you could actually tell that the call point to take a long is around the particular point of interest, which is somewhere below the sell side liquidity right here. Sorry, right here. This liquidity is already taken, and I'm thinking this could be the point market is going to probably buy for, but I think this is the best one. So that liquidity is already taken, and so I think it's around this particular order block right here, right about the place of this, you know, liquidity. So whatever the market gets to do around that point, it's going to probably be a clue as to if this is a likelihood. So if there's a buy from here, then I can tell you there will be a sell from there. So again, this is still in agreement with our overall overview of the market that there's going to be like an overall sell. Okay. What I want you to do, if you're watching this video live on YouTube, anyway, you're watching this and also on HiChat, sign up, deposit on your account because we need you guys to deposit. I'm also, saying this so y'all can see that I, given my kind of what's it called, word around FameEX as a reputable exchange. I haven't tested it, at least to the best of my knowledge, as at this point in time. So that's enough reason for you to also begin check and of course do your own research and of course make your own investment decision. By the way, this is not a financial advice. All the same, be very much keen to doing your own research. Let's get into making a forecast for the following week. What's the dollar going to be doing? I think, given the current market's condition, where the dollar is getting more strength, I think there's going to be like much more continuation of the dollar getting more strength. For next week, it's going to be like a continuation, a stronger dollar. And the US oil or the West Texas, intermediate oil is, interestingly, I'm using the word interestingly, going to be gaining much more strength in the broad markets of things. It's going to be gaining strength, as you could see. It's going to probably be preparing to go above $110 per barrel. Unfortunately, places like West Africa, Nigeria, and some other places in the African regions are going to be affected because they import oils, and an oil producing country like Nigeria is still going to be suffering from it. Anyways, that's not what I want to lament about. But all the same, I'm saying prepare for oil gaining much more strength. Why? Because apparently it has completed the whole Elliott wave cycle of a wave A, B, C correctional wave. Let me show you what that looks like, so you can actually see what that is. So this is a wave A, B, C, right? That's what that wave looked like. After we've had a wave 1, 2, 3 impulsive move, there'll be a wave A, B, C corrective wave. And now the market is just making its way for a new wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive market move. So like it or not, we are just about to see some real unusual market push. So you're gonna probably see something like this again. So yeah, I'm saying this time around, prepare for oil. I've made this focus on LinkedIn, on my unofficial LinkedIn page, and I'm saying the same thing's gonna probably happen. So be prepared for a way more interesting push. Why? Right, that's it. I mean, you could tell the wave 2 of this move. You could see the wave 2, so 3 gave about 52%, right? And I think I can tell you for free from this point, we probably be doing the unusual price. So if it's 52%, that tells you that we still have how many percent left. If it's going to 52%, something around here, and that means we still have close to 20% left for this market to still push upside. So I'm just going to tell you to please stay safe, right? And all the same, this is what I think it is. It is the market's going to probably be doing in the grand scheme of things. The escalation is still ongoing. As a matter of fact, you can tell this is going to probably make a new all-time high here and go smash the high of $120 per barrel, smash the high of $131 per barrel, and make some unusual comeback. So the Ukraine Russia war is unfortunately still on, and there you also have currently now the US Iran war. Sadly, as though we had thought it has ended, it is still on. So I mean, I think energy crisis is unfortunately priced into the market. I'm going to probably show you some document about that energy crisis, and it's really going to be taking a whole new look. I made a forecast on this very many time ago, and now that there's going to be like a new push to the upsides right here, and people like it or not, it's going to probably happen very much soon, where oil is going to be priced at $150 per barrel. That's where we currently are now. So please stay safe. And again, if that's the case, I'm almost having some concern about the pricing of Bitcoin, because if oil is gaining more strength, Bitcoin dumps. And if that's the case, then I can tell you for a fact that it is still way more possible for us to see our Bitcoin trading 35K. I'm sorry, but then that's looking 35K or 40K. right? I mean, the amount out of that, I think Bitcoin should stop at about 42K, 43K. In fact, which is what I'm thinking. The worst buy is at 53K. But if the energy crisis still goes on, it's going to probably affect majority of the stocks, right? So again, this is a call for us to be more cautious, make decisive decisions no matter what market looks like. If on a loss, book those losses and close. If this war continues, it's not something good for the entire crypto market. We're gonna be seeing some other time again soon. I think that's it. Dollar is gonna gain strength next week. Oil is gonna gain strength next week. How is crypto gonna probably be behaving? I think it's as clear as day that crypto market beginning from Bitcoin is likely gonna be making some very interesting moves downside, selling more and more and more. It's gonna be like a bearish continuation. So must say to y'all, stay safe, keep looking forward to our live sessions. Tell your friend to tell a friend to join here. And I hope to have you again next week, Monday. All things being equal, they win. All right. I just want to believe everyone is hearing that with me and everyone can understand what I'm trying to say on that regard. Right. Wait a minute. Just a minute. I want to check something. Okay. All right. So I think that's it, guys. We are pretty done for this live session. I'm super excited to have you. Want to know if there are any questions in the live room? Let me check quickly. Okay, this one. So, ah. So, any questions from in the live room? I'm already done. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Yep. 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 Okay. Honestly speaking, fear and greed switches faster than people think. You're right. I think I'm gonna probably give you that. You're very much right. Oh, the fear and greed index really switches so fast. People don't know. I wish people really understand what this is all about and what the market is really doing at this point in time. Um, but again, that's the fact about the market, right? That's there are many things that happens in the market right now. A lot of persons are not so much certain about what it is they want to really do when it comes to um, the market, right? And it's unpleasant. But it's a fact all the same. And people just have to face the reality of what it is the market is still, wanting to, communicate, right? So I mean, I think that that's it. And we just have to really stay winning and stay afloat and stay ahead, right? Above all, right? That's what matters in the grand scheme of things, right? So that's it. All right. So I want to say thank you for coming. It's a great time having you all around. And I mean, I think that's pretty superb. So see you again soon. Keep winning. Stay safe. Right. Yeah. Bye.